Welcome to the Bayou City Soccer Podcast. Whether inside or outside the loop, we are talking everything soccer in Houston. Y'all ready? Let's get it.
Welcome into the Bayou City Soccer Podcast. We are live at We Got Soccer here on Westheimer. A very special episode, as you guys who are watching on YouTube can see. It's not just me and Rudy. We're joined by Houston Dynamo goalkeeper Jonathan Bond and defender Griffin Dorsey. Guys, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Before we started, you guys were browsing the store. It's a pretty cool place. A lot of good Dynamo stuff here too. Griff, you found some stuff you hadn't even seen before.
I bought a T-shirt. Yeah, T-shirt. Honestly, I can't believe that we haven't gotten that T-shirt. Some of the stuff in here, I'm like, this is fantastic.
I have about 5 things on hold out there.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised it lasts large.
Yeah, so if you guys were planning on coming out here, Jonathan's pulled some stuff to the side. So you guys, if you're trying to get out here now because they're going fast. But yeah, we appreciate you guys coming out. It's awesome to be back here. We Got Soccer. We love coming out here. Ruben and all the guys out here been really great to us. So we told the guys here a wide ranging conversation with them. So it's going to be a fun time. So Rudy, we wanted to talk about Saturday's game. I know a big win for you guys, big important win as you guys are chasing the playoffs. But Jonathan, a clean sheet for you guys. I know that's important, right?
Yeah, I think we've been a little bit unlucky in some of the games recently. Like, I think about the Galaxy game, Colorado, kind of late own goal type thing, just a ricochet. So just to get over the line with 3 points, clean sheet, like you said, was, I think, a bit of a relief for everyone. And creates a little bit of momentum now going into the last few games of the season, and we're within touching distance. So we just have to put some good results together and we've got a good chance.
Griff, winning in front of the fans, I know especially for you, always a big thing for you guys, getting those home wins. It's been tough this season, but getting a big home win, important for you guys.
Yeah, I think Bond touched on it perfectly. It's kind of like a momentum booster. The team needed that one. I think the fans needed that one. The whole organization needed that one. So it felt great to walk off the field with a win and a clean sheet.
Yeah, and especially against another Western Conference team, Portland. It seems like the West is so tight. You guys talked about Galaxy, even they're having a bad year, but played you guys tight. Colorado, San Jose. There's all these teams that are so close. It seems like every game is like a cup final for you guys almost.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, Colorado had a good result against us the last game, and then they lost the most recent game.
Yeah.
And then we won Sunday night. We're like there again. So it is really kind of topsy-turvy, stop-start, and everyone's within touching distance, and everyone's got a chance.
Do you guys pay attention to that a lot? Like, you look at the table, you look at the other teams in MLS, their results. Do you like keep up with it? Like,
I'll be honest. I look at the table when we win. I look at the table when we lose. I just don't look at the table.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on.
Griff, do you like keep up with the other scores? Like, y'all get in the locker room and check like what San Jose's doing or Salt Lake's doing? Or...
At least the first half of the season, I try to stay as out of it as possible and just focus on what we got to do. But as the season winds down and you get tight at the end,
yeah,
especially this year more than the other years, at this point in the season in 23 and 24, I think we'd already solidified playoff spots. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a little bit different, not knowing maybe where you're going to fall in that playoff spot, but knowing that you're going to fall in it. So this year, yeah, maybe a little bit more. Maybe looking at it a little bit more.
Staring at it.
Yeah, it has to be a little.
Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it?
It's gonna change.
Yeah, just being very nerve-wracking, knowing obviously your fate is not necessarily in your hands anymore, just because of how things went along. But this season as a whole, joked around about center back pairing and defensively. You've been here the longest with the team, and this is probably one of the longest stretches where the defensive line has been so different. And I know, Jonathan, they're in front of you, but how has that been, throughout the season? And just kind of, I know it's a lot of, Ben mentions, next man up, but I mean, it has to be frustrating to an extent, wouldn't it, Dorsey?
Yeah, I mean, I think, those are things that you can't necessarily control as a player. So you just try to do your job to the best of your ability. I do think for players, Bonnie can probably harp on this as well. It's like consistency helps, and understanding the guy next to you, his tendencies and all that stuff helps. But at the same time, you're on the field to do a job and you need to do it. So as much as we can use the excuse of, maybe our back line was shifting a lot, no, like as players, when we step out on that field, we need to 100% try to perform to the best of our ability. And ultimately, I think with these last 3 games left and having just recently gotten a clean sheet, there's good momentum with a good squad who, we've had a pretty consistent starting lineup for the last couple of games. That's gained some momentum.
Yeah, having Eric back, I mean, not to take away from the other guys, but having Eric back, I mean, we've seen what he does for you guys on defense, a leader, a veteran. You just talk about like what Eric brings to you guys on that back line.
Yeah, as you say, he brings a wealth of experience. I think his box defending is really, really top. Every time there's like a true play to be made, where it's a cutback or a cross or whatever, he gets his head or foot or whatever it is on it. And sometimes they just get forgotten because it just goes down to clearance. But in other games, that could be a goal, So, yeah, he's been important. Obviously, he's just been kind of riddled with injuries this season, like really, really unlucky. But he's played 2 90 minutes now, I think, back to back. And even the last one against Colorado, I don't think he was expecting to play 90, and then Antonio had to go off, so then he was forced to play 90. But I think we were happy that he got through it, and hopefully now he can stay fit for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and that pairing has just been huge throughout. Yeah. My career, you look at 23 to 24 and now 25. I mean, wealth of experience, wealth of knowledge, wealth of leadership.
Yeah, I remember, I think, like Eric's first year, he was in the locker room and talking to the media, and he's talking about, like, they had just played Messi in the Champions League and stuff, and played Barcelona and all this stuff, and it's like, oh, that's the kind of guy you're getting, a guy that's basically been at the highest level and played against the highest of the highest, right? You guys, I mean, you've played with Hector and those guys, but you guys still have a lot of veterans, Artie and all them. What is it like having a locker, and Bondi even, having a locker room of guys that have, been there, done that, veterans that you guys can lean on when you have these rough times that you guys have had this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the backbone of any team, and I think there's a reason why we're not down and out. I think lots of teams, having gone through maybe the spells that we've gone through this season with unlucky results or tough outcomes, a lot of teams would taper out, die, not even put up a fight anymore. And there's a reason that we're still in the mix and we're still fighting for something. And I think it's it starts with the top and trickles down, and those leadership qualities that we have on the team definitely hold us together in those moments.
Yeah, I guess you mentioning, the 3 games left in the regular season are finals to you guys, right? Just because of the results that are leading themselves that way. And, we've heard from many of you guys, players and coaches, of just how even through those tough times, you guys have stuck together. And I mean, it has to be to the very end. Now you go and, play a Nashville team that was high in the table at one point. They're kind of slipping down, but how do you take those mentalities and going into places like Nashville that, it's tough places to play, of course, knowing that you need the results that you need.
Yeah, I think we've actually been okay away from home. Home form hasn't been probably what we wanted it to be, but away from home we seem to kind of, I don't think we can put our finger on why, but against really good teams, San Diego's a good example. Where we go and suddenly we just produce like a really good performance, and it's happened a few times this season. So hopefully we find another one of those where we raise the game, because we're playing against, like you said, top opposition. And I don't know their home form, but whenever I watch them play, they do look solid at home. They're a good team. So yeah, like you said, it's kind of a final. We have to find a result and find a way somehow.
I wanted to ask you about Felipe. And on the other side of you, Griffin, he kind of was on Dynamo 2 at the beginning of the season. Now he's basically a bona fide, legit MLS starter. I mean, and we talked to Pat about this, and that's what Dynamo 2 is, right? You're getting these guys, and they're bursting onto the scene. We saw it with Mikael. What have you seen from Felipe this season on the other side that has made you say, wow, or, has made you say this guy definitely belongs here?
Yeah. I mean, I think you guys see it, as well, but his level of tenacity and just like do or die, 100% all in all the time. I mean, it's not just in games, it's every day in training. I mean, this guy's putting his body, his livelihood on the line all the time, and you can see it. And that level of passion and tenacity, it bleeds through the whole group. And so I think that, that for me is probably his highest quality.
I'm actually glad you brought him up because he doesn't get, I'm sure a lot of people probably don't talk about him, but he's, a right foot player playing a left back. He's played different positions throughout the season. Like Griff said, he leaves a lot, he doesn't leave anything out on the field. By the end of the game, he's spent. And he's a really good player. We could see it in training, even when he was technically with the second team, but training with us. We were like, who's this guy? He defends really strongly. And he's come up with quite a few goals as well. He's a goal threat.
Yeah.
So, he's a really good player. I think he's got a good future.
And I guess curious about the dynamic, obviously, with, the second team. They do practice with you guys. I don't know if the whole team does or selected players, but, how's that dynamic and seeing those guys come in and kind of, be like, okay, this guy could help us on the first team as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, as Bonnie said, there are a few guys who come in and you're like, who's that guy? And, I think Felipe from the start was one of those guys. It's not always the case. Usually it's a lot of younger players who are still growing, still, learning how to cope in that environment. And occasionally you get these players like Kyle or Felipe who come in and you're like, from day one, you're like, this guy's legit. Like, he's got what it takes. He's got all the tools and he's got the persona around him. But overall, it's just fun to have, younger guys to come in. They bring a lot of energy, a lot of tenacity, a lot of
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, enthusiasm, which sometimes is what you need, especially in those summer heat training sessions. When you got a 18-year-old kid running at you, you're like, okay, let's go. It kind of brings you up a little bit.
Yeah, and I guess a follow-up when it comes to the local talent as well. Obviously, they're a big part of Dynamo too right now. A lot of 15, 16-year-olds who still got some growing to do, probably physically more than and mentally probably. But, what are you guys' thoughts on seeing players like that, Jonathan?
The younger ones than the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. To be honest, we don't see too much of the younger ones. We can kind of train with the twos, but we're all kind of in the same building. We get to spend time with them maybe on the turf or in the gym, and every now and then one of them does make it up, and we get to see more. But honestly, it seems like a really solid setup. You can tell the coaches are top, and there's clearly a lot of players that come all the way through and start playing for the first team, which is what every club kind of aims for and wants to do. So yeah, it's obviously in the long run going to pay off for the Dynamo.
It's probably, it's definitely a big thing in England, right? These academies where these kids come up and go through, and we're starting to see that, I think, in MLS. Brooklyn's kind of gone through it now. We've seen Felipe, Mikael, some of these guys, but being in England, you're probably seeing kids signed when they're 12, 13, 14. Is that something that you think we'll start to see in the US, these academies build up to, where they basically build these kids from kids to professionals?
Yeah, I think obviously it's a little bit different with the college system and the draft and stuff, so that does play a part. But we had a problem in England for years in producing players, and kind of start thinking about the national team and not performing and stuff like that. So that kind of went back to basics, and they laid like a foundational kind of. They changed everything in the academy, and since they did that, I kind of was coming through the academy a little bit before they did that. And once they started doing that, some of the technical quality and just the way that they coach the players and stuff is really impressive, and it's paid off. So obviously the more you do invest, it takes a while. Obviously it takes some years to come through, but that's always kind of stuck with me. Like the quality of players started to come through after they kind of paid attention to it.
Yeah, do you want to move to a different topics now, or but actually before we do, you did mention Brooklyn, right? So I wanted to ask you guys. Obviously, you guys seen him, be with the team since I think like 2022 or something. He's been there a while. Yeah. He's 20 years old. He's gone through many of the national teams. Now he gets to play in the World Cup. So just your thoughts on him and his progression, Griffin.
Yeah, no, I think it's incredibly impressive. I got here in 21, maybe halfway through 21. I think Brooklyn maybe came in 22. So he's been here for quite a long time, and to see his progression has been super impressive. He's always been a humble kid. He's always worked hard, and you can definitely see that paying off now. I think the guys in the locker room respect him on and off the field, and at 20 years old, that's pretty impressive. It's not an easy thing to do, and I think obviously you see him with the national team, and his performance there has been super high level, and obviously with us it's been high level. So it's amazing to see a player of that age with that level of quality, and also just the head on his shoulders, which is super impressive.
Kid's a diamond, honestly.
Yeah.
He seems like one of those players that you're like, we're gonna be seeing this kid for a while.
High level.
Yeah. So let's talk to you guys about the team, the rest of your teammates, if you will, because you guys are the only ones here, so we can talk about them. But I know, like, starting off, I know you guys have like you're basically your own coffee shop with Eric, right? Like he's your team barista. Or is like the most of the team coffee guys, or is Eric kind of force it on you guys?
One person per day, though, isn't it? Am I right?
Sometimes if he's in a mood though, he'll ask for orders. Like he'll give you the orders. He'll be like, if we're all sitting eating lunch or something and he comes in and he wants a coffee, he won't be shy to ask like X, Y, and Z if they want what they want.
Does he deliver it too, though? Or like,
oh yeah, it's top level service. It's a $5. It's a $6 flat white, like hands down, and you're getting what you want.
I think he was disappointed when he gave me my first coffee because. Like I like coffee, but it has to have like sugar and sweetener in it. I'm not like a coffee lover. Like so, when he gave it to me and I sipped in, I was like quickly going over to like just pour about 5 sugars in there, and then he was just like, "Oh, you're not really a coffee guy."
He's one of those like snob guys. Like it has to be like they're just plain black, straight off the bean coffee. Yeah.
That's right.
Is he still asking you guys for reviews? I remember he said he was like trying to get like.
He's gotten too many good reviews now. He doesn't care. At this point, he's just through the roof.
It's also just peer pressure.
Yeah.
You can't give him a bad review or he's not giving you another coffee.
Yeah. Was he charging you?
No.
Okay, so you got to be nice to him then.
Are you kidding me? It's a free $5 coffee.
Yeah.
You go to he even gets the design going.
Oh, he's got like the toppers
it's
and
impressive. It's high level.
We talked about he played at a high level. He's a coffee at a high level guy.
To be fair, he's brought me on the bandwagon too. So like halfway through the season, he started making those coffees. I had 1 or 2, and then eventually I've now got the same machine we have at the facilities, and I'm making them at my house now. So Eric's got me all.
Awesome.
I mean, even for you, Jonathan, I mean, we know that there's a lot of South Americans drinking mate, having their cups. Now you have a lot of English or British men in there as well, with tea. So.
You and Dwayne
but Dwayne is now drinking mate.
Dwayne and I drink mate now all the time. Mate is, honestly, it might. I love it. It's one of my favorite drinks now.
So you lost Dwayne to mate.
Dwayne is from Yorkshire, and he's going around with a mate thing. What's it called, I think? I don't know.
I think they call it mate.
They call it mate. Right?
Yeah, just like the cup.
The cup, I think it's called mate.
Yeah.
He's forgotten who he is.
he's let all the.
Dwayne is don't put Dwayne in a box. He's a free bird. That guy can fly anywhere.
He is. We've gotten to talk to Dwayne. He is an interesting guy. He's been around everywhere. He's one of those guys. But speaking of the interesting guys. Who's got the aux cable in the locker room? What's the music like in the?
Is that even a saying anymore?
I know.
Who's got the speaker now? I don't even know. The DJ of the locker room.
Yeah, you guys.
Eric, isn't it? Eric.
Yeah. Brooklyn took over for Eric for a little while, but Eric's definitely back.
Eric's back.
Yeah, he's dominated now.
I feel like there's probably a difference in music between Brooklyn, who's like 20, and Eric, who's in his 30s.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, there definitely is.
Amin as well.
Amin's taken it a couple times. It bounces around though. I mean, we got so much diversity. I mean, you don't know what you're gonna get when you walk into that locker room.
You guys have a lot of characters. Like speaking of Amin, that guy.
We have a lot of characters. Seba, Amin.
That's part of the reason why I feel like we are stuck together. I mean, we talked about leadership before, but I mean, just the amount of characters and diversity we have in the team is fantastic.
It's funny.
I know we talked to Brooklyn last week recently, and he was talking about a bunch of you guys play Call of Duty or something together. Yeah.
I'm not on the Call of Duty train, but I know Jack McGlynn and Dwayne.
Seba, I think he
Seb.
said Seb was like the best.
No, he said Nelson was best.
Oh,
You know,
Nelson.
Yeah.
Nelson's had the time to practice, I guess.
Well, and then, talking about competitive, I mean, obviously you guys are extremely competitive, but you mentioned Felipe being one of them. Is there somebody else like that? And I guess to throw it in there, maybe a mixture. You guys, when we got the opportunity to talk to fans, I mean, both of your names always come up. It seems like you guys are favorite. So is there competition on that too? Like,
In what?
Who's the most favorite among the fans? Is there a competition between you guys?
Yeah.
We've heard a lot of Bondies lately.
I'm not gonna lie, I take Bond all day. When you got a last name like that, that's what you got.
Maybe that helps. But
I think,
I think
Jack McGlynn, the rising star.
yeah, I
That's an
think,
easy one.
yeah, but I think Jonathan's came in and he's stolen the hearts of some people.
Oh,
I wouldn't doubt that.
You don't want to hear that, do you?
No, I do want to hear that. I want to hear that.
It's yeah. I mean, but the fans love all you guys. That's the important part, right?
Yeah.
No, and honestly, going back to the home and away form, if we could choose, we'd probably prefer to win the games that we've won at home because you get to enjoy it like the last game. Obviously, it's just points on the board, how you take them home, but you can. But just the fact that we still get that warmth and that support, even through tough times this season, I think that's left an impression on me. It's stuck with me that every time we go out there and we warm up, and you just feel it straight away that okay, these guys are with us again for the game. It helps massively.
Yeah, even through the tough times, like they seem to be there, inspiring you guys. I know Griff, you like to fire them up a lot. It means a lot to you guys.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, it's one of the reasons why we do it. I mean, without the fans, there is none of this. So, it's definitely special. And as Bondi said, I mean, the greetings every game are impressive, despite what's happening, maybe in the standings.
Had some fans here at We Got Soccer even showed up, hanging out with you guys, getting some things signed, some pictures. They liked the fans are awesome. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about MLS as well. Like, it's a huge league now. There's so many teams, so much talent. It seems like Jonathan coming from England, the Premier League, the A+ league, but seeing MLS even in the last 5 years, the growth. Griff, you've been in the league during that time, but seeing the growth, what's it been like seeing MLS basically, turning into one of those leagues that is talked about in Europe and around the world?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
So it was 2021, I think. I first went from England to Galaxy, and I was just straight away impressed because I wasn't 100% sure what I was walking into. So the standard was already high, but then obviously over the next 3 years, I felt like the level was getting progressively higher in those 3 years I spent at Galaxy. Then I went back for a year to Watford, and I was realizing that more and more people were asking, more and more of my teammates were asking about, and it wasn't just like, oh, what's it like over there? It's more like they've had a chat with their agent, and they're interested in going out there, and they're asking me kind of, what's it like out there? And since there's been literally a few of my friends, a few people that I've played against, and making those moves is becoming more and more common. And the league, I think you can feel it as well. Like each year, it's getting seriously tough. Because even there are some good teams that are they're not guaranteed playoffs kind of thing. And you have some. Obviously, look at Miami, the players they've got up front, and LAFC, and you can have world-class strikers. And attackers in these kind of DB slots that just make it so difficult for the defenses for me and Griff.
Yeah.
Because you're genuinely playing against world-class talent.
Yeah.
Maybe physically, for example, Son might not be at his absolute peak, but he's still got quality.
Yeah, he's scoring hat tricks and he's scoring every game.
So that's kind of that's what you're up against really. And the general level is going up as well.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you mentioned that because obviously you take just, the Dynamo when they won back-to-back championships, there was maybe 10 teams. Now you have 30 that you're going against, and it just gets tougher and tougher. So, I mean, that also has to add a lot of pressure, for you guys as well. Obviously, the fans want to push you guys, but there's also a reality that now you're competing against, 3 times the amount of teams that the Dynamo played against at one point when they won.
Yeah, no, I think all that's spot on, and I think for me, just as a player, it's just amazing to put yourself in those environments, and you're putting yourself against that talent that is high level, high quality talent now. Even hearing Bond talk about people wanting to come over here and wanting to play here, and understanding that this league has quality, I think just raises the level of U.S. soccer around the world, which is special. And once again, as a player, you want to play against the best. You want to try to compete against the best because that's what makes you better.
You ever have any kind of pinch me? I know you guys were there for Thomas Mueller's debut. Is there any kind of whoa, this guy's in MLS right now?
Yeah, Mueller's was a big one. My wife's German. She has no idea about soccer, but she knew, and she was like, Thomas Mueller.
I know that guy.
Yeah, I recognize that guy. So yeah, he's huge, and obviously Messi. I mean, I left Galaxy the next game against Miami, and then I came here, and you had just played Miami a few games before, so I've missed it kind of on both sides. But I would love to play against them, and Suarez, Messi, Busquets. Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, I think you see some of those players. I mean, even for me, when I was drafted in 2019 to Toronto, and that was probably one of my biggest moments, was walking to that locker room and you see, Josie Altidore and Michael, obviously these are the American idols that you have as a kid, and those are the guys you watch. Obviously Messi, and even seeing David Beckham on the sidelines, those are big names beyond the scope of anything. But walking into that locker room and seeing Josie Altidore and Michael Bradley, that was my pinch me moment. Oh, my name's right there, their name's right there. Damn, all right, here we go.
Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah. And I'm sure, the younger guys now are probably seeing the Griffin, Dorsey, Jonathan Bond kind of thinking similar, right?
Yes. I'll put myself in that category.
Yes. Hey, look at that guy. I get to play with Jonathan Bond now. So, shifting now a little bit off the field stuff. We told you guys, your media team said we were getting to drill into you guys with everything. So, Jonathan, I know you just got here. You got here in what? March? April?
April. Yeah.
So you missed the rodeo.
When is it?
Have you heard about the rodeo?
I have. I know the last time
You gotta know what the rodeo is.
No, when is it?
It's February, March. Yeah, March-ish.
Yeah.
They sent Jack this year, McGlynn.
Did they?
They did a whole thing. I don't know if you
I
guys saw
never
that.
saw the video, but I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, he was buying cowboy hats and stuff. So you got to go all in next year.
Yeah.
You got to eat fried red velvet cake and
Fried Oreos.
all the.
They fry anything.
They fry it all.
There's
Yeah,
actually a trailer thing that says we fry anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
yeah. It's it's like peak Houston, I think. But
Texas, it's peak America.
yeah, true. Yeah, it truly is. But did you? I know you've been here before in the States and you played in MLS, but living in Houston, what have you thought of the city so far? Some cool places you've seen. What are some of your spots?
We love it. We weren't 100% because the only time I visited Houston before was literally to play the Dynamo.
Yeah.
You come in, you stay in a hotel, you play the game, you go home. So I don't really know we didn't know what to expect. But we were really pleasantly surprised. Food's amazing, sunny every day. I know everyone complains about the heat, but we just came from miserable weather.
England, where it rains every day.
Yeah, it's just miserable. Freezing, So yeah, we love that. We live down kind of in the Pearland area.
Okay.
So it's just kind of calm and nice, a little bit of space, and didn't get that in England, didn't get that in LA. So we love it. We're really settled. Some of the places we go to Memorial Park, Herman Park. We go to the zoo a lot, obviously right there at Herman. We like going to. Have you heard of Tiny Boxwoods?
Tiny.
Yeah, it's like a little kind of.
Oh yeah.
Place. It's the one that's connected to the cookies too, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So you do the little lunch and you go for cookies.
I think a lot of the Dash girls like that place too. I've heard them talk about it. Yeah.
Love that there. And then just there's a Texas barbecue place we're going to check out this week down near Manville. So we're going to try that. Central Texas barbecue.
Yeah, heard of that. There's a lot down there. Cullen's down there in Pearland.
Yes, Collins. Yeah. But yeah, we're very happy with ourselves. Yeah.
Griff, you've been here a while.
Yeah.
You. It seems like you're like pretty much a Houstonian now. You've like grasped it.
I think I would claim that. Yeah. I mean, my wife and I, we've got a house here now. We feel settled. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic city, and I think from the start, we've talked about it all the time, but the city was open arms the whole time, right from the start, all the way through. Very welcoming. Once again, food is fantastic, and as Bond says, I think it's easy to complain about the heat here, but my wife always has a good point. It's like no matter what, you're going to get 3 months. It's going to be tough no matter where you go. It's either going to be really cold or really hot. We choose really hot. My wife loves the heat, so she's like, honestly, I'd take this over. She's from Toronto, so she gets those like 3 months of
snow,
freezing cold. It's not even snow. That stuff's like ice. It's like an ice field up there.
It snowed here last year, and like everyone lost their minds.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah. It's like, snow.
It was so great.
Yeah.
I grew up in Colorado, so I'm used to the snow. But yeah, I mean, no matter what, you're gonna get either 3 months of freezing cold or 3 months of pretty hot. Unless you're in LA.
Right, LA does get chilly as well, but I just prefer like driving to training in the morning and being sunny.
Yeah, 100%. Like seeing the sun that's mental health.
Just puts you in a better mood. Yeah.
Makes you smile.
And there's a lot of other sports in Houston. You guys got to check out Rockets, Texans, Astros.
There's everything in Houston.
Seems like Jonathan, have you got to?
I have not.
Got to go to Dyken Park or NRG?
No, I
American
keep
football.
saying that I'm going to, but I have a 1-year-old, and it just means
Makes things a little difficult.
Yeah, I'm not going on my own.
Yeah, I have a 4-year-old. I know.
She wants to go.
But speaking of NRG, the World Cup will be here. Talking about how awesome a city is of Houston. Having the World Cup, I mean, for us, it's not something we've ever seen. You guys probably either, but having a World Cup basically at your home, how cool is that?
I think it hasn't really settled in yet.
Same with me, I
For
think.
a lot of people, like it's still like it's almost like looming too far in the future for you to really grasp what the level of that's going to be. But you can already see it. I mean, walking through the airport, there's already World Cup stuff going up, and yeah, it's going to be a spectacle. It's going to be special.
Yeah, I guess maybe talking a little off the field, but this one I thought it was curious. I know we've talked to you, Griffin, and you take meditation very serious, but pre-game routines and maybe superstitions that you may have, for each game. I don't know if you want to start, Jonathan.
His would definitely be more interesting than mine.
They're not
With the 8 hours of meditation, napping in between.
That is my stereotype at this point.
The days are long. Like on a game day, the days are long because I don't know. You don't want to go out and do too much. So I end up kind of staying at home and watching the football the soccer going on around back in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up watching a lot of that, and then I'm just kind of waiting for the day to pass by so I can go to the stadium and play the game.
A lot more travel here than the UK, right?
Yeah.
Like you get from your longest flights in the UK are what, an hour?
Oh yeah, you don't really fly.
Take a bus.
Take a bus.
Take a bus. Yeah. But what I would say is that obviously I know before it was really a little bit more difficult with flying commercial.
Now you guys have charters and
now the charter makes a big difference because it's basically the same as taking a bus. Like if we take a bus from Watford to Middlesbrough, okay, it could be like 5 hours and you're on a bus and you sat there. Whereas we have a plane, you can actually lie down a little bit and sleep. And most of the boys just sleep on the plane and you get at least an hour or 2 hours in. And I think that makes a big difference. Huge. Yeah.
I guess we're looking at the time.
Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah.
no.
You didn't
Yeah,
say
we
game
wanted
day
to know.
superstition.
I have to ask you.
We have to know.
We get there early for media stuff, and you're usually like the first guy out there on the field, no shoes.
Yeah.
What's he's like barefoot. He just he juggles the ball a little. Can you? Yeah. What's that routine?
That's just about it. I mean,
you just want to feel the.
Yeah, I just want to be. I want to be in the environment before it gets heated. Before all the fans get there, just feel it out. Start getting in tune with what it's going to be like, so that we can fly. It's cool. It's the game.
Jonathan, if you ever want to go out barefoot before the game,
You're welcome.
I didn't know that was going on.
No, I do it on the away
I'm
games
first
too.
there usually. And obviously then I have no idea that I'm in the changing room and you're.
he's out like 90 minutes
I go
before
in the
kickoff.
changing room, I change. I just
Oh,
put
you
my
get into
slides
the
on and then I
training
just
gear.
go. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're
On
talking
the
like
away games, sometimes I'll just take my shoes off and socks off, put the slides on, and go out there with my travel gear on.
Interesting. Yeah, with superstitions, I used to have superstitions, but like
I would
do the
say it's a
superstition. No, that's not superstition.
Yeah.
But the question about superstition, I would do my superstition and lose.
it's over.
It
Once
defeats
you
the
get to a
purpose,
certain point in your
yeah.
career, you just kind of stop because you're just like you start to realize that it's all just
Yeah.
made up in your mind.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, like me wearing a certain undershirt is not going to affect the game in any way. Yeah.
Well, I grew up with that too. My dad had season tickets to the Broncos and stuff, so it was always like, you not wash that jersey until they do this kind of thing. But no, I would agree. I don't really have any.
So are you still a Broncos guy?
I am still a Broncos guy. I'm a Broncos guy at heart. I don't watch much football. I do fantasy football, so that's kind of like my football. I don't watch every week, so I can't say I'm a diehard, but it's in my heart.
That's it. I know that's a big locker room. Does the Dynamo have a fantasy football league?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Don't
I made a
ask.
big mistake this year
Oh, you're in?
of not playing
Oh.
because it dominates.
Oh, a
Conversation.
conversation.
Oh, I imagine. Yeah, it's trash talk and it's
Yeah.
So is there a defending champ?
Well, so I'm actually the defending champ.
Oh.
Not to like look.
Not to brag,
off my
but-
chest a little bit, but I am the defending champ, and I took the win away from Ethan because he traded me right at the end of the season. I gave me a win.
Oh.
Sorry, Heath. And this year, right now, Dwayne Holmes, out of nowhere, never watched a single game of American football in his life,
No clue.
is 3-0. So we'll
He's
see what
drinking
happens.
mate.
He's drinking mate, checking his fantasy football team. He's all over the place.
That's what
Freebird.
Dwayne. That's Dwayne. Mate, fantasy football,
Yeah.
English
He's
guy.
changed since he got to America.
He's everywhere.
He's a free bird.
Yeah. So before we let you guys go, I know there's some fans here, so we'll let you guys hang out with some fans and stuff. But we want to talk to you guys. I know we talked about 3 games, big games for you guys, getting to the playoffs. What is the message that you guys have out there to the fans? I know we heard you talking to some of the fans here and how important they are, but 3 games left, 9 points, obviously huge to get 9 points. But what is the message out there to the fans? It's been a tough season for you guys.
Yeah.
But here we are in this push, and you guys still have very much a chance.
Yeah, I think obviously Griff mentioned about having some of the senior boys kind of keeping us afloat, but obviously the fans are included in that really, of just keeping us going. We see the messages on social media, we see the support within the stadium when we're playing, and I even see kind of clips of when we're playing away from home that the fans are going to bars and stuff, and like they're watching it together, and these things make a huge difference just in the back of our minds when we're playing, especially away from home. We've got 2 away games now and 1 home game, so I know the fans will obviously be there to back us as loud as they can at home, but also away we've got to put together a run of results now to get into the playoffs, which is kind of where we've been aiming all season. So we're going to leave it out there and do everything we can to make it in for them.
Griff?
Yeah, I think mine's simple. Just keep believing. As you guys have all season, the fans have been endlessly believing, and that's what keeps us believing. So I just say keep believing. There's still a chance, and as we continue to push, and there's going to still be a chance, keep believing, because that belief is what's going to push us.
Before we go, there's a comment on the YouTube. Not a question, but tell Griffin to stay in Houston. It was one of the fans.
Hold it down, H-Town.
There you go. They are Houston Dynamo goalkeeper Jonathan Bond, defender Griffin Dorsey. Guys, we really appreciate it. Thanks for coming out, hanging out at We Got Soccer. It's been awesome. We will do it again with you guys really soon. Best of luck this weekend in Nashville.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you.